Sup, man? Did you watch the Montana Melee? Oh crap. Alright, that worked out. So, he said he played 3 matches, but only one of them was on the stream. I was pretty disappointed. I thought that they had a low enough turnout to put all the matches on stream. But I guess they had more people this year or something. First one he played versus Ed. I think his best character is Mika, but I'm also bad versus Mika, so it's hard to tell. I think he's played Chun-Li the most, but I'm not for sure about that. He plays Mika, Chun-Li, Ed, Sakura, and Bison. I think those are the main ones. I think he's brought all those characters to gold. Maybe he hasn't done that on Bison, but the other 3, I think. And he has like 3 accounts, or even more, maybe more than that. How the heck do I get up there? I think I have to do, I have to do this. No, this isn't gonna work. Oh, it did work. He's pretty close to Ultra Gold now on one of his accounts. Right, Panda? It was good to see you playing at the Montana Melee. I wish that all of your matches were on stream, but at least one of them got on there. Are you back? You must be back home now. How far is that hotel from your residence? By the way, major spoilers for Slime Rancher. I think I'm pretty far in the game at this point. Oh, I thought it was more like an hour. In Missoula? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm in this place called Missoula. At the... what's the name of that hotel? I like the lips icon. They said that they let them use that conference room for free, is what they said. Alright, I came all the way out here to see if this is gonna work. It better work. No? Maybe that's not one of them. Oops. That makes me salty. What the heck am I supposed to do here? It says use that noggin. I might have to consult the Tom... Was I about to say the Tom Brady guide? I might have to consult game facts, but I wanted to try and figure it out. There's also another stupid slime dude up here. I think I need these guys for. Let's see. I don't really need more of these guys. You slime ranch. I'm not at my ranch right now. I'm in the frontier, man. What the heck? It has blue eyes. I tried water over here, but these things suggest to me that those three out there need to be filled in, because then they'll light up probably. But you have to know which one to put in there. The only other blue one is the rock ones, which means I'd have to go all the way back to the ranch. Actually, not necessarily. Come to think of it. If I had veggies, I could feed them to these rock guys. These guys. I don't have any veggies, though. This is a good game to play after I get super salty playing Street Fighter. This afternoon, let's see, I lost in a mirror. And then I lost something else. And I got so mad that Panda wouldn't believe. It's a good thing that the hitbox is resilient. And then, after that happened, I matched up against the mirror again and won in the rematch. And then I had a 10-win streak. I went from high OG silver to ultra silver, and I said, I'm gonna sit on this rank and I'm gonna Skyrim my way up this hill. I'm gonna sit on this rank and I'm gonna casual match versus golds. So I did casual matches and I got some gold matches, and they were both Cammy, and I lost both of them. I think I took one round. Fruit! I'm gonna have to come back, it looks like. Why would that not work? I'm so confused. It's like, you need to bring life back to the desert, so I bring these water things, and they don't work. Maybe I'll risk it. What's this? Oh, holy moly. I need that. That's like one of the few ones I don't have right now. wonder if you have to put them in the cave. Ash. Oh, interesting. I've never built an incinerator before. Good, because then I can come back and get a ton of them later and feed them to my carnivorous slimes. If I can find some veggies in this ruins area up here, then I can try the other blue thing in those statues and see if that works. I got this game for $12. I've probably played it more than 12 hours at this point. Hard to say. It's not a Steam game, I don't think. At least I don't have it on Steam. Yeah, I might get that game too at some point. Here we go. This is what I need. No, stay away. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. These rock ones will actually stab you with their spikes. I'm just gonna go see if this works. If it doesn't work, then I'm kind of stumped. This game's pretty easy as far as survivability. It's more running around. It's actually a bigger game world than I thought it would be. What was that? Looked like a purple quantum slime. I heard that you fought Old Man Johnson for your last match. The commentators said that, I think. And if, okay. I was gonna say, if that was true, it's really disappointing that wasn't broadcast. This doesn't work either. Glass desert. Okay, it says that... Oh, this... First of all, the puddle plort is wrong. However, the other piece of the puzzle is that all of these ones take a different one. They're not all the same. One of them does indeed need the rock. Didn't you say you were hungover? How much do you think that impacted your play? Oh, wait a second. I just need one more rock. Yeah, the Ed match was the one that I saw. Hopefully find some veggies. Maybe not, though. Maybe there aren't any in the desert. I think that Blanca fought Balrog and got blown up, from what I remember. In Winners. Oh, what's this? I don't even know how to use those ornaments. I have a bunch of them sitting outside my house. Just floating in the air. So I think I need one more of those rock things. There's more statues beyond just in that little room, but we'll finish the little room. See what happens in there. Whenever I fight Geef, I feel bad because I do really well, and it looks like Geef has a real hard time. All I have to do is throw kunai and do standing heavy kick when he jumps. And when he like shuffles me into the corner, I jump and do carpet, and then I'm on the other side of him again. It seems real bad for Geef. Like, if he gets in, it's bad, but just don't let him get in. Geef is like Mika if Mika had no moves to get in, it seems like. I saw Fujimura playing Street Fighter 4 today, and the Geef in that game had some move to get in. Maybe that's that green hand move that I've heard about. He seems less slow in that game. But I only saw one match, so. And anyone that he fought lost for the most part, so it was kind of stacked. I don't see any vegetables. Might have to just stop being lazy and go back. There's a one-way teleporter over here. So this is my ranch. This is my house. I can read my star mail or spend a ton of money for the rewards club, which I don't have anywhere near enough money for at the moment. Yeah, that's the character in the game. Also, I have a new slime, which doesn't happen very often. It said I need an incinerator, so... So do they want to stay in here? Alright. Bear with me for a second here. If left on any other surface. Alright. Well, first of all, let's do this stuff. I haven't had these, like, resource gathering things for very long. But what seems like what makes them good is you can craft teleporters, so I don't have to run around so far all the time. If you get the right materials. So, carrots are pretty worthless, so I can try incinerating those, I guess. However, these odd onions are pretty useful for feeding to the crystal slimes over here. So you can feed the slimes the type that they want, like these guys want veggies, right? So if you feed them a veggie, they'll poop a plort, which are these crystal looking things. So if I give one to these guys, they'll eat it and make one. And this upgrade to this corral will gather it automatically. However, if you feed them what they want, which is this Oka Oka, they'll create 2 instead of 1. I don't have any Oka Okas. I have to find one, which I haven't. So I just feed them carrots. Some of the slimes can fly, so you have to get the upgrade at the top, the net, so they don't get out. Where's the ash? Is it already there? It looks like there's ash there. No. No. Hopefully they don't run away because I have no walls around them. Maybe they're like the puddles and they just kind of create them over time instead of right away. These fire ones are worth a ton of money. Because I've never sold them before. Please cooperate. That's fine, just get in there. Ugh. There. Anyway, so then in the early game, it's really running around and making corrals and selling to this market over here. So I sold 5 of them for that price there, and it goes up and down. If you sell a lot one day, the next day it'll be worth less. Doesn't really say what the names are, you just have to know. So I have all of these except this one, and this one. So you can just bank up a bunch and wait for the price to go up, which I do sometimes. Yeah, they'll go up and down. So I think it happens at maybe the changeover is 6 in the morning. So now you see that the price went down because I sold a few of them. It seems pretty drastic. So like now, none of these prices are great except for this one. But those are these, and these ones I can't really bank up very well. Because I can't feed these puddle slimes, they just passively generate. So you can't make a lot of money from those guys. This one I think is Hunter. Some of the slimes are really hard to get. These are the hunter slimes. They're invisible most of the time. And I gave them a little fake chicken for them to attack when they're bored. And I gave them this music player. Oh right, I was gonna make another one of those. The most pain in the rear slimes to keep in place are these quantum slimes, because they occupy multiple places at the same time, hence the name. So they'll just teleport out eventually. And I'll have to throw them back in. These guys here, phosphor slimes, they love these cube berries. And they have to be in the cave or they will evaporate. They're nighttime slimes only. They only come out at night. These guys just are radiation. Not anything too special about them. Other than you stand close and you get radiation. I haven't seen what happens if that goes up too high. And these crystal guys just make spikes all the time, which you can bust up with water. Not much to say about them. You'll get hurt by those spikes. These rock guys are like early game. They love these heartbeats. That thing will also collect on its own, but sometimes I have to hit it. What else is there? This teleporter I unlocked after a while. It goes to off the map somewhere. These guys are kind of late game. They were in the desert. They like, I think they like some kind of cactus that I don't have yet. Pink slimes are early game. And these guys, what are they called? Tangles, I just got those pretty recently. They can burrow with vines and like, I think they can burrow under the ground with the vines and grab like these carrots, but they can't leave the corral that way. They can just grab stuff. And what else? These are the boom slimes. I need to go get more. I don't know where a lot of them went. They explode occasionally. And this is a toy that I gave them to bounce around. These are tabby slimes. Not much to say about them, I guess. They bounce around a lot. Hey man, I give them all toys and music. That's good enough for anyone. These are the puddle slimes. They have to be in ponds, or they evaporate. We already met the hunter slimes. And these are the honey slimes. Not much to say about them. They like, what do they like? Mint mango, that's this thing over here. These were hard to find. Once you find one of them, you can plant a garden to make more, but finding the first one, it can be hard. Because the slimes out in the wilderness eat everything immediately. Like right when it spawns. That's why I need to find those oka-okas. So this teleport goes to... So this guy here, this is his property. And he wants to go, like, I can't get in here. He wants me to go to this dangerous place and collect whatever these things are called, I can't remember. And if I get enough of them, presumably he will give me this estate here, and I can have more corrals. So you go into this random, I think the area is not random, but your placement and your start and your exit are random. And there's a lot of hostile slimes here that you can't collect because they're too big for the vacuum. It says these ones have the fruit too, but I haven't figured out how to break it. I threw it in a puddle too. That's the slime ocean. If you fall in there, you die. And you end up back at the ranch with all your stuff gone. Ugh. I haven't figured out what these things are. They might be nothing. Oh, I have a jetpack, and I can run. That takes energy. The blue bar. One of the other estates that someone else owns, when you go into it, you get a special vacuum for a special kind of slime that's there. I think it's a silver slime. That's what it's called. And those eat electricity. But you can't pick them up. You can only pick up the plorts that they drop. They look really weird too. They look like they're aerodynamic. I thought I saw the way out. So they'll bite you and they'll float up and like do a ground pound. That'll hurt too. Generally it's pretty easy to avoid though. Getting hurt too much. Because you have health regen. What's this? Saber Plort. I don't think I have the sabers yet. What's that green thing? Oh, it's probably yeah, so what is this thing? Oh, it's a big rad slime. I don't want to deal with that. Wonder what would happen if I did this. Nothing. What if I did this? Quit eating me. Usually the solutions in this game aren't too complicated. So whenever it plays the ominous music, it's because of these tar slimes showing up that assimilate other slimes and make more tar slimes. So that's this game. I saw like a half hour of that game that you bought and it looks pretty good. Octopath. Do you know which character you're gonna start with in that game? Ugh. It looks like, I think I've gotten that one before. It looks like they respawn, which would be a little surprising. I still got bit. Alright, let's try it. Nothing. Generally, the only way to get rid of slimes is to hit them into the slime ocean. But they'll just respawn. Oh. Actually, I'm finding some good plorts here. These sell for a lot. See, I have all of them around me and I'm not getting hit very much. It's not a hard game. It's more about the Is that a Oka Oka or whatever? Where'd it go? No, it's okay, I don't need that. I need to find a teleporter out of here. There's an emergency teleport, but then you lose all your stuff. It's more of a I'm stuck in the world, which I've never had happen. Especially after I got the jetpack. You don't really get stuck anywhere. Sometimes it seems like you shouldn't be able to get places. Like certain sides of cliffs look like you're not supposed to be able to get up them, but you can anyway in a lot of cases. When you get the jetpack and a lot of energy. Oh, there it is. So you get like these tofu cubes, and I think they're just garbage. Like you can feed them to the slimes, but I don't think any of the slimes like them. Favored by none. Can't be planted in the garden. So presumably, what did he say he would give me? Okay, so he just said what those green things did. I don't remember. I think once I get 75, this will upgrade my gardens somehow. And then probably there'll be one upgrade after that, and then the third one will be, by the way you get this land. That's most likely what will happen. That's what happened with the other place. Let's give the tofu to these guys and see if they eat it. Oh yeah. So if I wait another day... So right now I have this one. Let's see. Actually, I have this one. It's going down. But this one is going up. So if I... What does it say? 55. So if I do this... It might be higher. $64. That's good enough. However, before I do that, actually, I mean, you can spend a day just feeding. At this point, I could spend the day just feeding the slimes and just making a ton of money, or I can work on trying to get teleporters up. In fact, those extractors have to be done by now. The ones that I can get like over 100 easily are the quantums. And what are the other ones? See, they just teleport out, these quantums. And their plorts phase around too, which is annoying. So, I used to have more quantums, but eventually they just disappear. Oh, I need to feed Ash to this thing. These guys, I can tell, are going to be a pain. I have to come over here and throw crap in the incinerator every day, otherwise they'll die. Gee whiz. Their stuff does sell for a lot, though. It's like over 100 each. Oh yeah, the crystals are the other ones I can get a lot of easily. So it looks like maybe 15 is enough to max out the Ash level. Whatever, I don't need these carrots for anything. Where that is. So after a while, those extractors disappear. And the only reason they don't disappear right away is because I have the advanced ones. The tier 1 extractors disappear right after they harvest anything. So I left some extractors. Let's see. Certain extractors produce different things. Well, at least it says where it is. I put one there and I put one here. And then one right outside the ranch. They'll get special things if you put them in the biome that they like. But I have not seen what those special things are yet. I was pretty surprised to see Old Man Johnson there. I didn't know that he was, maybe you told me once upon a time, but I didn't know he was a local. What is this? Well, this is the island. I want to go here. That's an easy way back. Alright, there's one over here. Old Man Johnson. What about Mad Dog? So I'll take this thing back. Oh, there's the thing over there. Oh well. Man, this is kind of a pain in the rear. That's why you have to set up teleporters. So I have all these different teleporters. Actually, let's see. I need this Induganium. Let's see. The other one I put... You're right, Hydration Bot. I guess we'll sell these. That's not it, it's over here. I also have a bunch of plots down here that I have not used yet. Like, I paid 5,000 for this area, but there's not really anything here. I was thinking about putting a bunch of quantum slimes down there, because they don't, just as an open area. Because they don't cooperate. But they'd probably just disappear. I could put them down there and put a bunch of those lemon trees that they like. Old Man Johnson. Who did he play against? I'm trying to remember. I remember seeing one of his matches, but I don't remember who he played. I don't remember who it was. And I don't remember who the character was either. So maybe what I'll do is, since that big slime in the desert wants a lot of fruit, I'll just load up on those Q berries, and then that'll take care of that guy. I'm not sure what he'll drop. Hopefully a key, because there's a door over there. Did I already go over here? I did not. Alright, that's a new ingredient. You get down from there. It's like trying to keep children under control. Not that I'd know, but I can imagine. It's like 1/10 of trying to keep children under control. I remember that K-Dog posted a picture of, he's like, at the birthday party, and it looked like a really crappy indoor McDonald's playground, except smaller maybe. And Tronic was there too, leaning on like a little divider, maybe a 4-foot tall divider that was the barrier of the playground area, the indoor playground area, or play area. I'm not sure I saw any playground type stuff. And he was leaning on it, and his posture suggested that he was real sick of going to birthday parties. How did... This is supposed to be a one-way force field. I don't know how that guy went through. That was years ago. And I still remember that. I was like, poor Tronic. I think those are the Oka Okas, those things. I think I can find them in the blue area. Not for sure. Anyway, let's get some more fruit of some kind. I guess I can get those mint fruits. And then we'll go back to the desert. Are these fruits? Yeah. Get a bunch of these. If we're lucky, we'll get a key from that big guy. And then we can go further in the desert. I think there's another teleporter at the end of the desert, based solely off of this. Right now we can't get past here. This is the door. Oh right, this is a way back. I forgot about that. I unlocked that. As the slimes get later in the game here, they want so much to fill them up. You have to fill them up until they explode into smaller slimes. And since I don't have any teleporters, there's no easy way to get to the desert. You have to hoof it. I think the best way is to teleport to here. Which would be this one. Who's the next character that's supposed to come out? Is it Sagat? I don't think they said when, though. Oh, it's G. I don't know anything about G. See? Anything that spawns, the slimes immediately eat it. That's why it's hard to find new fruits and veggies to start gardens. Yeah, that's all I know about him is the portrait they have for him. Is he a new character or was he in previous games? I think Manat's brand new, right? Cody might be brand new too. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be able to use this trick to get over the wall, but I keep doing it and it works, so. Oops. Oh, so it's a mystery. Interesting. Like this, I'm not sure I should be able to do right here. Because they cap how much your jetpack can lift you up from where you started. Like, barely can make it. What's this over here? I think this is like a late game treasure cracker. That's a lot of new characters. I thought Rashid wasn't new. I thought Ed wasn't new either. Anat is such a weird character. I think she's too complicated for me, though. Like, I don't want to learn her complicated V-trigger stuff. Some of those Monarch combos look ridiculous. You have to do so many hits to do damage. There's someone almost did a sick comeback with Monat in the MM. They had one orb left, one of the high orbs, and they were pretty far behind on life. And they did an anti-air with it, but they whiffed the super on the way down. It would have won them the round. How did I get up there? They did some Skyrim nonsense. If you go next year, I'll have to make you a custom shirt where you can put all your sponsors on it to wear to the tournament. I'm gonna make a on the front, like where you usually see logos, it'll say the Sorlac channel. Alright, that's what I think I'm supposed to do there. And they'll say, returning again for 2019, Panda Medic, or whatever name you pick. And they'll say, you'll have SC, and then the pipe, and then Panda Medic, a Sorlac channel. And then they'll say, now sponsored by the Sorlac channel, never heard of that. I'll be like, shut up! You have heard of it. It's really famous. Alright, I have to shoot in the... I have to... right in the mouth. It gets bigger, and then eventually... Give me a key. Yes, a key. I already have a bunch of these guys, so I don't really need this. I do need a key, though. What's Keezer? Ooh, I do need that. Now I can plant one of those when I get back. The best thing, did you see that I posted I got Ultra Silver now? The best thing about that is I can sit in casuals and fight gold players now, which is pretty neat. Alright, now we're in a new area. Oh, I should have brought another rock thing for that little room. What is that? Oh, they want that Mirage plort. I haven't seen the Mirage slimes yet. I think that most matchups are tough for Geef. I ordered, so some backstory. When I do my runs, I have to bring a lot of crap. Like I have to bring, like I'll run after work sometimes. And I have a big, like, plastic bag I'll throw stuff in, like the running clothes and the sunscreen, bug spray, shoes. It's a lot of junk. And the bags that I put them in, like just plastic bags, like Target bags, don't really do the job that well. So that's the backstory. Ow, ow. If I go here, I'm safe. Maybe not, because stuff's falling through the world to get at me. So I saw a thing on the Montana Melee that said that participants get some free merch, which is why I asked you if you got any free merch. So I went and checked out their merch and they had a bag, so I bought a bag. It was $10. I'll put my running stuff in the bag. It says Montana Melee on it. You could get the bag and the shirt for a discounted price, but I didn't really want the shirt that much. It's like, I have plenty of shirts. And I'm pretty cheap, so... Those tornadoes are just for show. There wasn't much to it, it just was a black shirt and it said Montana Melee on it. So H is the previous occupants of your ranch. I don't remember what his name is. He leaves little notes around once in a while. The jetpacking stuff kind of makes this game feel like Tribes a little bit. I've played a lot of Tribes in my day. Except the movement isn't as good. I assume there will be another key or something up here. Yeah, that game's real old. I played Tribes and Tribes 2. I didn't play Tribes Vengeance. And I heard it was bad. But I did play Tribes Ascend. Maybe 5 years ago. Now that company's making other games. I think they shut down Tribes years ago. And they made Smite instead. And something else. I think that Battle something. Realm Royale, I think that's what it is. I think they made that game. There's a lot of messages in a row here. And then... I bet that is quicksand and that's bad. He said he didn't go through the portal. It isn't clear to me that there is a portal here. The map seems to suggest there is. And these lights here. But this one's busted. I wonder if you go through the other door, if it's not busted. No, looks the same to me. Silver parsnip, what? That's new. And of course there aren't any here. Get out of here. I remember when Tribes 2 came out, so I played a lot of Tribes 1. And I was very good at it. When Tribes 2 came out, the mechanics were a little different, like your player was heavier, but they still had the same... The mechanics were the same, they were just a little different. Like the weights and the speed were different. But the weapons and the so-called skiing was there. And the game was new, so there was a lot of new players. And I remember that the first couple weeks playing that game, I was rolling over entire teams. Like, it could have been just me versus like a team of 8, and I would have won. And I did win. Like, I was rolling all over everyone. It was incredible. It didn't last, but it was a dream for a week or two. Like, I could, if you were playing in CTF, which you always did, I could just run unopposed all the way up to the enemy flag and all the way back without taking a hit, even though the whole team was chasing after me. It was pretty great. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to do in this area. I did get a prickle pear, which I need to plant. Almost everyone was new in that game, so everyone was bad. That's all it was. I don't remember being accused of any nefarious means. How the heck do I get out of here? Oh, I need these. I can finish that little room. You remember the spin fuser, the staple of that game? Also called the disc launcher. Oh, I need to find the other statue. The sniper rifles in that. Oh, there's another key here. I didn't see that. Or another door. The laser rifle in that game was a ridiculous weapon once you got good at it. I remember that back in those days, most people were on dial-up still, and they would get pings around 300. Like 250 was good. Where is the other statue? Oh, there it is. And anyone that had a connection or a ping under 100 was like a superpower, had superpowers. Like they could play with an unfair advantage. Ancient water, this is what I need. Huff it. Where are the stupid statues? Oh, crying out loud. Couldn't find any stupid statues. What are these? Pretty sure there's one over here. Yeah, it's just regular water, but I'm trying to figure out where the... I think you have to give those to the statues to revitalize the desert. I know there's one way back at the entrance, but that seems pretty far to expect you to get that far back. Maybe you have to use it on these things. Actually, I think that's correct, because those other ones needed different plorts, I believe. If Kazanma heard me saying that, he would say, "Watch your mouth." Pardon my French. Now I can get these mirage slimes. Oh, mosaic, excuse me. I like that wall, that's kind of cool. I also needed more boom slimes, so maybe I'll grab these guys while I'm here. You slime, stop that behavior right now. There's some bad guys around here somewhere. Oh, it's a big one. They expect you to run all the way out with this? Seems unrealistic. You'd probably have to use a teleporter. No! Yeah, you'd probably have to use a teleporter to do it. Well, I guess we'll go back. Over here, there's a teleporter home, so... maybe we'll do that and then do a couple ranch things and wrap it up. Where are all my quantum slimes? You know what? I don't even care. Who likes the pears? Okay. So... well, there's one up there. I'm down to 2. Why would they leave? I gave them the Rubik's Cube, which they have both solved and not solved, according to the description. I have the peaceful music playing for them. Here's one. Alright. The dervish ones are over here. So what I could do is replace the carrots with this. These guys here, look at what they're doing. Getting so rowdy over here. Actually, I could replace this. Before I replace it, I might as well grab these, though. Alright. So that'll make those pears now. Look at that. Gee whiz, man. What a mess. Now I have to find a home for these mosaic slimes. They like veggies. I'll put them down by the dock. And I'll give them carrots for now. until I can get those silver veggies. So, when you make a corral, it starts out like this, and then you can upgrade it and get the high walls. I always get the air net so they can't get out the top. Music box. This collects the poop. Auto feeder seems to be fairly useless. And the solar shield, you can just put them in the cave if you need that. The other thing you can do is give them a toy, which I'll do in a second here. You can upgrade the garden so it grows faster, all that crap. Bigger harvest. And since I bought those upgrades, the 7S, one of the things I got out of that is I can buy these toys. Otherwise you have to find them in the world. And it says that reduces agitation, especially in mosaic slimes. I think I bought all of them now since I got that achievement. So that first NPC area that I completed, where I have those plots, she also gave me this upgrade for the coop. I don't remember what it does. I'm not sure what the upgrade for that other guy will be. Might have been for garden. Yeah, see, they like that. I'm pretty sure that these guys, the plorts sell for over 100, maybe close to 200. These guys will attack you if you go in there. They're mean. Also, another thing I should do before I forget, because I keep forgetting to do it, is put some of these in the other coops so I can start. This guy needs to make more painted hens, because those guys are rare. And then this coop will get going over here for the hunter slimes, the invisible dudes. I can show you also, maybe the last thing we do today here is the mini game for this, the silver slimes. Actually, I'll read that email. There's always more to do on the ranch. That's your... Oh.
Oh, please don't say that you'll go. My heart can't bear the news. Just knowing that you'll be 1,000 light years away if you do. And will you know when it's through? before. Will you know what to do 1,000 light years away? When you do, oh, when you do. And I should have said it before you were gone, 'cause I'm kicking myself for waiting oh so long. And I should have held you near every time I fear somehow you just wouldn't feel the same. So please don't say that you'll go. My heart can't bear the news, just knowing that you'll be 1,000 light years away. If you do, oh, if you do. Well, I'm just sitting here gazing up at the stars. Let's say we pick one out and call the whole thing ours. And even though that light we see ain't the same for you and me, well, you'll know and I'll know that you and I can't even be 1,000 light years away, and I'd still love you. Oh yes, I do. I love you.
We won. Kicked out to the main menu. Oh, this is new. Alright, I was gonna show you the Silver Slime collection minigame thing. Oh. I have to check this email first. You don't get emails very often, so... Oh, this is H. Activated 3 secret vaults I built years ago. He's not telling me where the vaults are located. Great. Alright, let me show you this. No more distractions. So when you go through this barrier, you can... your vacuum thing changes. It's like special technology that she patented or something. So it shoots electricity, is what it does. So you turn this on. You have limited time. Those green circles give you time. This replenishes your blue meter. This gives you more electricity shots, and you shoot the silver guys. And the plorts are collected automatically. You don't have to vacuum them up. So if you shoot them, they will... 1 plort per hit. On a good day, I can get... between the 2 different minigames, I can get... kind of crapping it up right now, but... over... I think the best I ever got was like 150. I'm really crapping it up right now, but... you get the idea. Also, there's... see up on that platform up there, there's a different kind of power-up. that goes into slot 3, and it's a random. So this one's not very good, but it's okay, I guess. I found a spot that's pretty crazy good. Oops. Almost died there. If I go over here, they hit this corner here. And then they slow way down when they hit it. The only bad part is that if you're not constantly running... Oh, you can buy slime keys now. That's pretty cool. I bet they're really expensive. The only bad part about camping a spot is that if you keep running, you can find time replenishing those green things, so you'll run out of time. I think I got all of them this time already, because I think those green ovals don't respawn, whereas all the other stuff does. So there's this one. I think this is the advanced course. And there's a more basic one too. Oh, here we go. Oh, I didn't get it. So I got 73. That's... Considering I was distracted by explaining, that's not too bad. No, that was the basic one. This is the advanced one here. I think you can only do each one once per day. Oops. Yeah, there's a good variety of stuff to do in the game. There's more depth to the game than I thought there would be. It's like, the game looks cool, it was $12, I'll try it. But it's actually not a bad game. It's a static. So, the best special weapon you can get, in my opinion, is the slow field. If you put it like right here, you just get a ridiculous amount, because this is a choke point. And they slow way down, you can get all of them that come by. I probably got over 100 in one run doing that. How many times did I shoot at that guy and missed him? Now I ran out of energy. I wouldn't make it very far playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which I'm proud to say. Once I get Ibuki to gold, I have to follow in your footsteps, man, and pick up a new character. I guess I don't have to, but maybe I will. And you get decent money doing it too, 2,000 or 3,000 a day. So that Slime Rancher That's the end of Slime Rancher, at least the story. So if you keep buying these, eventually I think you unlock a better treasure cracker for those 25,000, holy moly. For those different colored spheres. So I can do green now. I think there's blue and purple. I bet purple's the most expensive one. Alright, until next time.